Hi Stampers, this is Kim Vogel with Kim's Basement Bunch Stampers, and today I'm going to showcase for you a suite of products out of our new occasions catalog called Falling in Love, and I absolutely love it. It's my favorite one. I made this cute home decor piece that you can see right here using the products. Now you could also take this framed art and change it up a little bit and make cards out of it, which is exactly what I did in this sample that I'm going to bring in to show you. I took the center of the, I just put one on a card to kind of demonstrate to you how you could do that, but I just took the center square and put it on a card and added a sentiment, and you could make this framed art into 9 cards instead of making it into a framed art. However, I did a class on at Christmas time doing a framed art, so I figured this would be a good piece for my customers to purchase and have to replace in their frames, take out their old one and put in this one. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of some of the products that I used for this. Now this will be available on my website at kimsbasementbunch.com. If you're interested in purchasing this kit, I will have everything cut and ready for you. It does include some product, and I will have all the details out there again at kimsbasementbunch.com. Or I'm going to just show you the list of supplies out there as well if you'd rather just buy them yourself, but I want to show you how pretty they are, so I'm going to take a few minutes and show you some of the products that I used to make this adorable frame. First I'm going to bring in the catalog and actually let you see the catalog. This is the products that I used. You can see that they're really, really pretty. I used the Falling in Love Designer Series paper, the Very Vanilla Satin Ribbon, the Lace Doilies, the Falling in Love Sediments, and I also used the Falling Petals Textured Embossing Folder. So I'm going to bring some of those in and let you see them, because sometimes the pictures in our catalog just does not do the product justice, and that I feel is the true case in this situation as well. So bringing in the lace doilies, they come as a package of 12 doilies for $4.50, and they're really, really cute. They're vanilla on one side, white on the other, making them very versatile for whether you want to do them vanilla or white. I chose to use the vanilla side. So that is one of the supplies or the product that I used. And then I also used these cute little Falling in Love embellishments, and these I actually put in the center of my doily. You can see that didn't show up very well, so what I did instead is I actually took out our 3/4 inch circle punch and just a scrap of the silver glimmer paper that I had laying around, and on a lot of the squares I actually placed this little circle in the middle, just to add a little bit more sparkle. You can see how that kind of really brings that right to life, and also put it behind, I'll bring this back in so you can see it, put it behind some of our Blushing Bride cardstock, and then also the Blushing Bride glimmer paper, and that just really makes that shine. I'm not sure if you can see how that is shining, but every single one of the squares on that framed art is actually behind the glimmer paper. So I did use a bunch of glue dots when I assembled this, because a lot of our adhesives don't stick very well to our glimmer paper. Another product that I used, and it's new in our occasions catalog, is this Very Vanilla 1/4 inch satin ribbon. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I have my son getting married, and I can see us using some of these products on some of their decorations and such. I'm also going to bring in the Designer Series paper, also called Falling in Love. I want you to see some of the pretty patterns of this paper, and these are some of the ones that I actually used on my framed art. So there's that pretty one right there. And on the back side, it's got some really nice flowers. And the colors inside of this is Blushing Bride, Very Vanilla, Sahara Sand, Soft Sky, and Sweet Sugar Plum. So some really pretty colors. Very Victorian, I feel. The other side, it has like a lace pattern. I don't believe I used that one, but I did use this pretty one on my framed art. This one I actually used in a couple different places. I used it for a square, and also I punched out a heart with that. On the flip side, I did not use this on the framed art. However, you could use this entire 12 by 12 as your base. There are about 3 or 4 patterns in the pack of paper that you could use for the base of your 12 by 12 framed art. I chose to use a different one, and I'll show it to you when I bring the framed art piece back in. And lastly, I also used this pattern with this on the back. So very, very pretty paper. Like I said, it's one of my favorites that's in our current catalog. Again, I'm going to bring my piece back in, and I'm going to kind of go through some of the squares in detail so that you can actually see. Make sure I get this in here for you guys to be able to see, okay? So I'm going to actually go through it a little bit and let you know how I did things and what I used. Again, behind every single one of these squares is the 3x3 piece of Blushing Bride cardstock. I'm sorry, not cardstock, the glimmer paper. And I did that to make it easy for cutting a 12x12 piece. There's really literally no waste when you do it that way. And then all of the other paper as either designer series paper. I did use some solids of Blushing Bride, Soft Sky, and of the Sahara Sand. And each one is decorated. You can see I used some doilies on them. I used the ribbon on them. I used quite a few of these little embellishments called Falling in Love. And then I also, you'll see, I used some cute little envelopes on here, and I want to show you where I got those from because I honestly feel this is one of my favorite, another one of my favorite products in the Occasions catalog. And that is the stamp set and coordinating framelits. The stamp set's called Sealed with Love, and the framelits are called Love Notes. And I'm going to get a piece of white paper here so you can actually see these framelits in a little bit more detail. So these are the cute little framelits that come with the Love Notes framelits. And here's what I think is so stinking cute about these. And I cut a few of them out. I just need to find them here to actually demonstrate for you how simple these are to put together. So this piece is this one right here. You can see I've got that cut out, and it just simply folds together. Now you could use glue dots to hold that together or a little bit of fast fuse. I'm just going to choose to use a little bit of fast fuse just to kind of speed up the process a little bit here. Look how cute that is all put together. And then these little framelits are cut out a little piece of paper. And these little pieces of paper are then what's going to fit perfectly inside of these little envelopes. Check that out. And then on top of it, I'll bring the stamp set back in. You'll see a couple of little stamps right here with these hearts, these little heart borders. Those you can stamp perfectly right on top of here to add a little bit of stamping to your Love Notes. Same with this one right here. I'll show you that one. I've cut that one out as well. Now that one I did not glue together. That one I just went ahead and folded. And then it does come with a little framelit. Let me get that one in here, this little framelit. And I've cut that out. And that you can just put right inside of there like a little love note. And our stamp set also has some little stamps for you to be able to stamp in there. You can stamp the little love, the little heart. There's just a little diagonal one here, so there's a little something that you can stamp on inside of that. This one right here, I'm not sure if you can see that, but this one right here, there's also fits and coordinates perfect with this one. So you can see that one right there. So let me bring in my little framed art piece again, and I will show you again all of the little envelopes that I have put together. And you can see them in more detail then too, now that I've kind of explained them. So this is the little love note. There's the little hearts that I've stamped in there. So you can see how cute that just fits right in there. This is the other little one. I stamped the little hearts in there. And this is the other little framelit, not the one that has the jagged edge for the hearts, but the little one that has the scallops of the little mini hearts fit right perfect along the top. One thing I didn't mention either, and I didn't bring the framelit over here, but there's a little triangle framelit that you can actually put a border on your envelope. And you'll see I did that on both of these envelopes, making it super, super cute. Just a really, I think those are going to be a big hit for Valentine's cards and Valentine's for school and things like that. So again, if it's something you're like, oh, I just don't know if I would use a framed art. It's beautiful, but I'm not sure I would use it. You could do these exact 9 squares and make them into cards simply by putting them onto a card base of Sahara Sand, which is what I have done right here. So this is Sahara Sand, and I just simply added the square there, added a little sentiment, and you could easily have some 9 cards using the new product from the catalog. So again, I encourage you to check out my website, www.kimsbasementbunch.com, for all the details. I'll have a blog post regarding this project. I'm also on Facebook at Kim Vogel's Basement Bunch Stampers. Feel free to search for me, like my page, and sign up to receive my emails. And I look forward to stamping with you all again soon. Thank you for your time.